Welcome back to Shanghai International Circuit. This is the season finale for the 2021 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia, presented by AximTrade. This is round 14, so with 2 more rounds to go. But our championship battle is far from over. Right now, for the overall class, the top 5 drivers are still well within the shout of the championship title. Right now, for the overall class, Daniel Liu from Team Jepson is still leading the championship. And as for Pro-Am and our MM class, Bao Junlong of Team Shanghai Yongda and Eric Kong from Kitty World Racing are leading the championship. In this morning's round 13, Liu Ye from BD Group led from pole position all the way to the flag, and he will be starting again from pole position for round 14. He'll be starting alongside James Kuai Yu of Team Star Chase. 各位观众朋友，大家好，欢迎回到我们的上海国际赛车场，这里是2021赛季由 AximTrade 呈现的亚洲保时捷卡雷拉杯第14回合的比赛现场。那么，虽然我们的比赛呢还有2回合，马上就要结束了，但是我们的锦标赛的最终的总冠军的争夺仍在如火如荼的进行中。那在我们的专业组中呢，我们其实前5的车手都还有可能登上我们最终总冠军的宝座。目前呢，来自捷成车队的陆文龙仍然是在我们的积分榜上处为榜首。那么在我们的绅士组和我们的业余组呢，分别是来自永达车队的包金龙和 Kitty World Racing 的 Eric Kong， 目前是分居2个组别的榜首。那么在上午的比赛中呢，来自保德企业集团的叶红丽是从杆位发车一路领先，最终获得了比赛胜利。那么在我们即将进行第14回合的比赛中呢，他仍将从杆位发车，和他一起同排发车的呢，则是来自追星车队的愉快。那么比赛马上就要开始，我们先看一场回放，回顾一下上一回合的上午的精彩瞬间。
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the afternoon session, as it is. John Hindhoff, time just after 3:30 here in Shanghai. Beautiful afternoon. Cars just coming round to the grid out of the pits. Teams waiting for them. Championship leader, and he still is the championship leader, Nathan Liu Wenlu. Nathan Liu Wendong. 26 in the air, 20 and a half on the track. The humidity has dropped right back to 34%. It's just over 50% for this morning's race. Got the situation whereby the Pro-Am and the Am categories for drivers could be won this afternoon. Talk about that in a moment.
Welcome Welcome back. I'm here joined again by two very familiar gentlemen. So Dario Garcia, Senior Manager, One Make Series, and Alex Shibo, Managing Director of Porsche Motorsport Asia Pacific. So let me start with Dario. Dario, this is your first season in charge of the Porsche Carrera Cup Asia, and it's coming to a close. So can you share with us what's been your highlight so far?
Good afternoon, Andrea. Nice to see you again. So the highlights, I think the biggest highlight is definitely that we are the only One Make Series to run, and we are the last race weekend, and I would say we've done a great job. We've done our job. Then in terms of championship, amongst the top 5, everyone has at least won a race. The championship is still super open with 22 points in the top 3. The Dealer's Trophy, 23 points amongst the top 3. So it promises that we will have a nice race today and a nice last race tomorrow and a good celebration tomorrow evening, definitely.
Thank you, Dario. Certainly getting very, very close, this championship. So over to you, Alex. So like Dario just said, the Carrera Cup Asia is the only One Make Series to be running in the Asia Pacific region this year. And it's been an up and down season so far since the COVID happened. So can you share with us some insights from your side?
Yeah, first of all, good afternoon, Andrea. Good afternoon to everyone. No, I think, as you said, it was quite a challenging year for us to organize, but at the end of the day, we are today at the round 14, and tomorrow we'll do the 15 round, as we said since the beginning. In 3 weeks, we will be in Macau, so I think at the end of Macau, I think we can say that the job will be done. There was 2 strategies when we restarted. One strategy was we focus on China and we can run, or we wait to have the border to reopen, to restart in Asia. Of course, we would love to race again in Asia, but I think the strategy to be China-focused worked and paid. And as you said, we are the only manufacturer to run today, so I think that's the best proof. And to be honest, last week I read in some sports car news that Asian motorsport is not running at all, and makes me really surprised from a management from another brand. And I think he should get a bit more connection with the market when you see this weekend with the Sports Car Together Day, the Carrera Cup Asia, and the Sports Cup China. I think we are more than alive. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Alex. And thank you, Dario.
It's been a fantastic season, let's be quite honest, regardless of the restrictions that the global situation have put on. We have had real racing on proper circuits with good grids, and the launch of the 992 Carrera Cup car here in this region, one of only 5 series to have them in 2021, coming to a Carrera Cup near you in 2022, Australia, UK, 1 or 2 others being added to Carrera Cup Asia, to Porsche Carrera Cup North America, Germany and Benelux, as well of course a Super Cup. And already the car's proving to be very impressive indeed, very quick indeed as well. The overall championship will go to the final round. Daniel Lu Wenlong has a 9-point lead over Toy Yue, with Yu Kuai back some 22 points. Bao Xinlong can win it today. Zhou Biwan now dropping 42 points behind, and actually got a 5-second penalty at the end of the last race, which took him down a position. Eric Kwong with a 43-point lead can also win the championship today if he wins and takes fastest lap, or if he scores enough points to keep him 27 ahead.
崔瑞，那么现在我们车手积分榜的竞争也是越来越激烈。上午你和陆文龙也是有非常激烈的比拼，能不能给我们讲一下这回合比赛中有什么期许？
这回合我觉得全力往前拼啊！我觉得如果能拿到第2的话，我觉得积分可能会追回来很多。
好，那就祝你好运了。So Chue is in a close battle for the championship with Daniel. He's hoping for at least P2, so that will bring his positions up in the championship. Back to you guys. Back to you guys.
First race this morning was significant for Liu Ye. Did the clean sweep, pole position, fastest lap, and the win. And as my poor arithmetic had told me during the race, that did vault him up into 4th place in the standings, ahead of Lin Kong, now by 14 points, and away from Yu Kuai by 10 points.
任波今天的话，从第6位发车，在上午的比赛中的话，你也是拼尽了全力去跑，然后对这回合比赛的话，有没有什么自己的一个 expectation 呢？
上午我的刹车有点问题，然后现在换了新的刹车系统，我希望这第2场比赛我能够比得比较顺利吧，对。
那好，那希望你的比赛会更加的顺利。So in this morning's race, Renbo had a problem with the brakes, so he's already changed the brakes. So hopefully the second race of this weekend you'll be running a lot smoother. Thank you.
Final race of the championship tomorrow morning at 10:25 local time. And that will be a bit problematical for some of you back in Europe. The UK in particular, I know, is changing the clocks tomorrow, so make sure you check your clocks if you're getting up early. It's got to Baojin Long now.
包基龙，我们现在在绅士组的这个积分榜的领先已经非常的明显了。在这回合比赛中的话，会有一个什么样的心态去对定呢？
追前面的 Pro 和上一场一样。
好的，一模一样。好的，那就祝你好运。So his goal is still to catch up to the pros, just like last time in Zhuzhou. So we'll wish him best of luck.
It's a great race for Bao, leader in the Pro-Am category. He had a 5-pace grid penalty assessed, came through to 2nd in class, and with the 5-second penalty that Zhou Biuan got after the race this morning, that means his lead now is an impressive 42 points. After today, there are only 27 points left, so right now 54 points to be won. He's 42 ahead, so if he gets, in fact actually, if he gets anywhere on the podium today, he should be crowned champion, subject to any post-race infractions, of course. The engines have started. Shanghai International Circuit, styled after the Chinese character Shang, which means to be above or to ascend. Some great overtaking spots into the hairpin at turn 6, easy to lock your wheels up there, and at turn 11, a bit more of a flat braking area into 14. Really important to get the exit speed out of the carousel turn at number 13 onto that 1.2 mile back straight. Liu Ye has the lap record set this morning at 2:06.810. It's just over a second away from the GT3 class lap record. These 992 cars are very quick indeed. And watch out for turn 16 coming back onto the start-finish straight. That is where race control has been monitoring particularly track limits. So here's how they'll line up. This was a grid set by their second fastest time, set in qualifying, which we covered with some bonus coverage on Friday. Liu Ye looking for another clean sweep, I'm sure, from pole position in the 22 PT car. Yu Kuai from the outside of the front row So that's two absolute run cars on the front row there. Then Toy Louis, second in the championship in P3. Lincoln in fourth position. Daniel Liu Wenlong's championship leader starting on the inside of row number 3 from Guangpo. I make that's 3 absolute run cars in the top 6. Then Max Weiser for Toro, Bai Jinlong, the best of the Pro-Ams. Nathan Liu Wenhu in 9th, Zhou Biwang in 10th, Li Chao in 11th, Pian Ye 12th, Eric Kwong and Henry Kwong on row 7 in 13th and 14th. They're first and second in the AM category. Behind them, Min Hong, Li Xia, Wu Xiezin back in the championship and stood on the podium this morning in the AM category. Jeffrey C is 18th in the number 69 car. So warming the Michelin tyres up on the back straight. And then it is a standing start for 12 laps, 65.5k or 40.5 miles thereabouts. And for all the changes and all the new things on the 992 Cup car, one thing that hasn't changed is the glorious 4-litre flat 6 engine. Carrera Cup staple for some time now. And the brilliant sound of that engine, frankly, even when it's fired up and ticking over, when they are being revved up to almost 9,000 RPM in full race conditions. I may be slightly biased, but I think there's probably very few sounds in the world that are any better. And it's not just one here, we have 18 of them. Back half of the grid just coming through to take up their grid positions. The penultimate round of the 2021 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia, presented by AximTrade. The back row just coming into position now. Wu Jizin, Alex, just coming up there with Li Jia, the two dark grey cars. The lights will go out, the clutches will be dropped. Revs rising, drop the clutches and off we go. Long run to the first corner and the pole sitter again has got away well, but Toyue's gone through into second early. That is very significant for the championship, very significant indeed. Toyue in second, Yu Kuai in third. Championship leader still down in 5th position in the white and blue Jebsen car. Everyone through the tricky first section, turns 2, 3 and 4. Now Liu Ye disappeared in the distance and at one stage this morning had a 4-second lead. Toyue will not want him to get away. With Daniel Liu Wenlong so far down in his qualifying, this is a real opportunity for Toyue and possibly even Yu Kuai to make up some ground. At the moment, Daniel under pressure from Max Weiser in the white with red stripes on the bottom Toro racing car. Behind him, that looks like the Meidong racing car. But Daniel at the moment No, it's not, sorry. It's Yuan Bo, it's the Ivory Break capital car, isn't it? So Max Vies has made up a position. Toyue has made up a position. Yu Kuai on the headlamp flasher, wanting to make up a position. Coming round to complete the first lap, heading towards the final left-hander, turn 16. Being very careful to stay off the AstroTurf. Across the line for the first time of 12 laps. Liu Ye then leads out. It's a good first lap from the pole sitter. Toyue staying with him. Yu Kuai in third for Team Star Chase. Fourth is the number 12, Lin Kong. Won the first race of the season here. Those two, the orange car, the one behind, fighting for third in the championship. Sorry, fighting for fourth in the championship, my apologies. Max Vies dealing with pressure from behind. The number 88, Ivory Break capital, Yuan Bo. Let me just remind you of the championship positions in the overall category, because I've confused myself there. Daniel Liu Wenlong leads by 9 from Toyue. 22 off the lead in third is Yu Kuai. Another 10 back, Liu Ye now in fourth position. And 14 back from fourth in fifth is Lin Kong. So those are the names, the championship protagonists, who are mathematically at least still in with a chance for the championship. Yuan Bo under braking. Oh, touches Max Vies. Vies, nice car control through the apex and the exit of turn number 14. They stay in the positions that they were, so still in sixth and seventh. Toyue with the fastest lap, that would get them an extra point. Expect to see those lap times come down a little bit. Did a 2:06.8 this morning. Well, Liu Ye did at least. That is the new lap record. Vies in the Toro white car, still battling. Now championship leader, still sitting in fifth. And as it stands at the moment, we would go to the final race tomorrow with Daniel Liu Wenlong and Toyue tied for the lead. Yu Kuai would be 17 points behind. Lock up from Max Vies. Turn 11, sweeping through the long right-handers at 12 and into the carousel at 13 that leads onto the back straight. That little battle at the moment is good news for Daniel Liu, because who's weaving around on the back straight at the moment. So our championship leader, maybe they haven't got their tyre pressures right. He's clearly not happy with something. He's either been offline and therefore he's trying to clean his tyres up, or he's trying to get more energy into the Michelin Pilot Sport N3s and bring the temperatures and pressures up. The N rating, by the way, for those of you who aren't familiar, means that it's the same on Porsche road cars. The N rating is a specific Porsche compound and construction approved by Porsche and specified by Porsche for the race cars here, but also for the road cars. And I'm told by our contacts at Porsche that the N stands for Nürburgring, which is where all the tyre testing is done there on the street cars, as well on the Nordschleife. So if you are in the fortunate position to own a Porsche, you're always recommended to put the N-rated tyres on. And the Race Michelin Slicks, these 18-inch tyres, are N-rated as well. N3, meaning it's the third iteration. Built specially, this particular tyre, the N3, for the 992 type. There is your lesson on tyre nomenclature this afternoon. Bajinlong leads the Pro-Am category from in second place Li Chao. 5-place grid penalty this morning, which he had to fight through. Then Bianye, Joby won way down at the moment, in 5th position in class. Oh, side by side and contact at turn 14. And that's Max Visa and Juan Bo again. Still stay in the same positions as they cross the line. Just looking at Joby 1. It's not going to do his championship any good at all. And in fact, if he doesn't close in, Bajilong winning the race at the moment and winning the championship unofficially. Only needs to be 27 points ahead at the end of this race. He would win it on count back. Team Shanghai on that. Even if it was a tie on points, he would win it on count back with more race wins this year. Eight wins already this year. Looks like he's heading to his 9th. Doesn't have to win to take the championship, but if he does, he can celebrate in style on the top step of the box later on. In Am, Henry Kwong has got ahead of his brother Eric, so at the moment that would keep that championship alive. So, coming up to half distance. Leo Ye just about a second ahead of Toyue in second. Third, Yu Kuai, a couple of seconds further back. Down towards the first corner. Bianye looking down the inside of Li Chao. That's the battle for 9th and 10th. Second in Pro-Am. The Absolute Racing blue car goes through. Lovely illustration of the different lines you can take around turns 1 and 2. So Bianye, that number 3 car, changed his livery at Juzhou last time out. We've been used to seeing him in a relatively plain GT silver car, much like the car that he just went by actually. Turned up with this satin finish silver to the car. My goodness, hasn't vinyl wrap technology really transformed racing car liveries? We've been watching the Porsche Cup race 10 or 15 years ago. The supply colour in those days was white. The vast majority of the cars would have been white. When I was working on Carrera Cup GB in the mid-2000s, mid to late 2000s, it's very difficult to tell the cars apart. '66, side by side. It's been hung, going forward at the moment. Now having to defend. Right behind him, Zhou Zhou really has to move forward and try and win this race today. It's a tall order from where he is now. Still in 5th position in class. Coming through to complete the half-distance lap. .2 seconds. Toyue needs to make up on Liu Ye. Well, this is amazing for the championship. Bao Xinlong driving to the Pro-Am Championship unofficially as it stands at the moment. Zhou Beihang making up a position into 4th in Pro-Am, but that's not going to be enough. Needs to outscore. Zhou Beihang needs to outscore Bao Xinlong. Now running into the second half of the race. Eric Kwong, Kitty World Racing, leading the championship, but at the moment chasing his brother Henry in the yellow and black car just ahead of him. Liu Ye doing what he did in the first race. Paul, fastest lap, leading Toyue in second, pulling up with the championship. And still, at the moment, none of the top three in the championship have won this year here at Shanghai International. Liu Ye took the second race of the season back in May, which was here. And the championship, as it stands right now, could not be any closer. Tied for the lead. The driver in second in the race, and the driver in fifth position in the race, the blue and white number 20 Team Jebsen car, with Daniel Lu Menlong behind the wheel. Just wonder if Daniel is playing the longer game. Looks like his car's moving around a little bit. I wonder if he's put slightly older tyres on for this race, saving some Michelins for the final race tomorrow. Or, given that he was weaving around earlier, did they just not get the starting pressures right? Absolutely crucial to the performance of any racing car. Toyue then outscoring the championship leader by 9 points. As it stands now, with the checkered flag to come out, 9 points was the deficit at the start of this race when they were sitting on the grid. Now, if he can find a bit of space and do the fastest lap of the race, of course, he'll steal that point away from Liu Ye, who holds it at the moment. Leo's going to be pressuring Yu Kuai in the championship. Yu Kuai's the number 99 Absolute Run Star Chase car. He's currently sitting in third place in the race, but his third place in the championship is going to be under threat here. If the championship stays as it is, or if this race stays as it is, Bao Xinlong across the line. Behind him, Bian Ye really showing the pace that he has around this circuit. Now this is an interesting conundrum for Bao, leading the Pro-Am, leading it handsomely, 42-point cushion when he came in at the start of this race, and with his championship rival Zhou Biwan sitting down in fourth right now. Doesn't need to win this race. Bao, with 8 wins on the season so far, 8 wins in the season. The Shanghai Honda distinctive livery on that car, with the chrome blue and red over the white. So what is the tactics then? Does Bao fight? And if so, how hard and how long? As we move into the last third of the race now. One race to come tomorrow. Now Bian Ye closing in at turn 14. Crosses the line down towards turn 1. Really interesting complex for the first turn of a Grand Prix circuit. First corners. You can go out wide and then cut back, or you can hug the curb. 3 or 4 different lines through this first 4 corner complex. And you can make overtaking manoeuvres there. You've got to be brave. Sometimes it appears you put yourself on the wrong side of your opponent, but eventually, of course, the circuit curves back. If you're on the outside of turn 1 and 2, that becomes the inside of turn 3 and 4. But you've got to be close, and your opponent and you have got to have some respect. Like Bao is just holding his own for the moment at the front of the field. The gap between Liu Ye and Toy Yue has grown to just over 2 seconds. Toy Yue, I am sure, will be slightly disappointed that he wasn't able to get the lead and challenge for the win. But in the context of this race, if Daniel Liu went long, for him, a distant 5th position, this is good points for Toy Yue and Porsche Holding. There was Bao just a little bit slow out of 16 there, maybe. Out of 15, excuse me, into 16 now. Oh, huge slide by the absolute blue car. Very close between those two, just half a second. Pianier using up some of the rubber on his Michelin's, was at the front of the field. It is a calm, collected and quality Saturday afternoon drive for Liu Ye. Oh, lock up by Pianier into turn 6. Now through the fast sweepers. Actually, I apologise, that was turn into 11. Turning into .6 seconds at the head of the field. Liu Ye at turn 14. Just having to pull the visor down a little bit. Sun in your eyes at that part of the track. It's going to be back-to-back victories for BT Group and Absolute Racing, who are based here at the track. Really good points for the championship. By my reckoning, that is another 27-point haul for Liu Ye. Toy Yue coming through in second. Black and white warning flag there as well, being shown on the line, so that might mean a penalty after the race. We'll keep an eye on that. Looks like Henry Kwong coming through to win in Am. Shobi Wong behind him. I wish I could see that board and see whose number was being held out there. It's being held out right to the end of the cars going through. So maybe not one of the main championship contenders. Two race victories this Super Saturday here at Shanghai International. Big weekend of Porsche events with the Sports Cup and the Porsche Sports Car Together Festival, joining Porsche Carrera Cup Asia, presented by AximTrade. Liu Ye for BD Group and Absolute Racing wins it. Bao Xinlong wins the Pro Am category, and unofficially that gives him enough points that he cannot now be overhauled in the championship. Meantime, we're back down, I think, to 26 points in the Am category, with Henry beating Eric, the Kwong brothers. So that championship will go on to the final race. But bear in mind, my arithmetic's never been that good. Down into Parc Fermé for Liu Ye. Knows his way now there. Knows his way there now. 3 times he's been a winner at this circuit. Once in the second round of the championship here on the 9th of May, and now twice today. Looked like he paced himself throughout that. He was not really pressured in any way, shape or form. Toyue, never has a man been so happy to be second. And the championship now, an absolute tie on points for the pro drivers. Daniel Liu Wenlong not even on the podium. We've not been able to say that too many times this year. In fact, wasn't on the podium here, although he scored pole here in the first round. Wasn't on the podium in either of the first 2 rounds here. So this is not one of his better tracks, clearly. Yu Kuai for Team Star Chase closes in on the leader. And confirmation from the team, they've done the arithmetic, that Bao Xinlong has won the Pro Am Championship. He cannot now be overhauled. That's his 9th win of the season for Team Shanghai Hyundai. And that, I think, is what you call a dominant season, isn't it? So there's no way that that isn't well deserved. And inside the top 10 again for the leader in Pro Am today. He loves fighting with the pro drivers. Every time Andrea talks to him on the grid, that's the first thing he mentions. I want to fight with the guys up front. Let's head down to Parc Fermé. Second time today that Andrea has spoken to Liu Ye.
Liu, another pole to win. Talk us through it.
The race is quite boring. I just managed the gap, and at the beginning I was quite conservative in turn 1 in the last sector. I think Toyo is very strong there. It's a shame we lost the fastest lap, but our pace is good towards the end, so I'm happy with the result.
What about tomorrow? What can you expect?
Well, I think these guys already used the new tire, so tomorrow the only new tire will be, the only threat will be Daniel Liu. I think our pace is good, so I think we'll bring back another, maybe more points.
Great, we're looking forward to the season finale. Back to you guys.
So confirming there what I had speculated upon during that race. Daniel did use old tyres today, playing the tactical game. It's a dangerous game, of course. If there's a problem for him tomorrow, even with new tyres, gets involved in someone else's accident. But that is very interesting. But Leo did say that he didn't get the fastest lap there. So if that went to, I think that might have gone to Toyue. Yes, it did. So Toyue leads the championship by a single point, courtesy of the fastest lap. I think when we do the arithmetic, we'll find that that is the case. So what a turnaround on this Super Saturday. Daniel Liu Wenlong came into this weekend with a 6-point lead, stretched it to 9 points, and now finds himself a point in arrears.
恭喜包金龙提前一回合收获了2021赛季由 AximTrade 呈现的亚洲保时捷卡雷拉杯的申诉组的冠军，给我们分享一下你的心情吧。
也非常开心能够提前一回合，然后拿到年度总冠军，非常开心。但是今天说实话，刚刚开了车还是有点挣扎，但是不过非常开心，还是拿到组别的第1完赛。我们明天再看吧。
明天是不是可以就是放开手去开了？
对对对。
好，再次祝贺包金龙。
That is provisionally and unofficially your 2021 Porsche Carrera Cup Asia presented by AximTrade Pro-Am champion. An unassailable points advantage going into tomorrow's race. 27 points up for grabs, and he's going to have something close to 50 points, I reckon. Actually, possibly more, with Zhu Beiwang finishing down the order. The AM Championship will go to tomorrow's race as well, thanks to that victory by Henry Kwong. That championship kept alive. Let's speak to Henry now.
Henry, congratulations on your victory. You made up a position during the race. Talk us through your race and your expectations for the season so far.
Well, I had a good start, and this is the second loss from the end of the race. So right now I'm back to SIC, back to the top of the podium. I was really happy for it, and hopefully we'll continue to have a good race tomorrow.
Absolutely. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that championship is back down to 26 points, with 27 up for grabs. I could be wrong, but it depends who got the point for fastest lap between Henry and Eric. It would mean, of course, that Eric has to non-finish tomorrow and Henry has to win it. For that to be turned around could make lunch at home difficult for the two brothers, but they have shared the victories in the AM class throughout the season. And just a couple of blips on the year for Henry. Otherwise, he's been first or second all year. So the penultimate race of the season got underway just under an hour ago. Great start by the poleman Leo Ye. Toyue jumping into second from the second row following the pole sitter away, and that's going to be crucial in the championship. Bit of bumping and grinding. Max Visa under pressure from the Ivory Braid Capital driver Yuan Po. Well, those two provide us with plenty of incident and accidents, talking points at least. Good drive by Pianier for Absolute as well, made up positions. Li Jia having a good battle with Jeffries is Further down the field, in the AM category, Eric Kwong lost the lead to his brother, but still takes a healthy lead in the championship into the final round tomorrow. At the front of the field, Leo Ye pulling away, Daniel Liu Wenlong with problems, and Ba Jinglong did have a problem in the middle of that race with a spin down at turn 6. So that's where he dropped all of the positions, and that's what cost him any shot of the championship today and tomorrow. Local team, Absolute Racing, their HQ on the grounds of the circuit, and Leo Ye with a delightful double this Saturday. Ba Jinglong coming through to win in Pro-Am, and those points enough to give him the Pro-Am Championship. But as for the Pro Championship, we are tied. In fact, actually, with the fastest lap, I think we've decided that Toy Louis goes to the top. Congratulations to our Pro-Am winner, who has also taken the championship. Ba Jinglong celebrating for Team Shanghai Yonder. Well, as this is the Porsche Together Festival, we've got an outstanding array of road Porsches here, and their owners taking the opportunity to get out onto the circuit. While they do that, we'll set up for the podium formalities and remind you, 10:25 local time Sunday morning is the deciding race. We have it live and free for you, so wherever you are in the world, set a reminder, particularly if you're in Europe and the UK, where the clocks go back 1 hour in the early hours of Sunday morning your time. No time change here in China, so make sure that you get it right if you are going to join us live tomorrow. And why would you not want to, with the championship so finely poised? Just waiting for our podium party to make their way to join Babedem, the Michelin man, on our stage area at the back of the pits. Decent crowd round there as well to cheer the winners in each of the 3 categories.
AximTrade 为您联合呈现的亚洲保时捷卡罗拉杯第14回合正赛的颁奖典礼。现在我们将开始为 M Class 业余组别进行颁奖。首先，让我们有请颁奖嘉宾上台。Now would like to invite all the presenters, please come up to the stage, please. 欢迎各位嘉宾。接下来为您介绍专业余组别获得第3名的是 The third place goes to ZZRT Competition 吴嘉欣 Congratulations. And the second place goes to Kitty World Racing Eric Kwan. 恭喜。And the winner goes to Triple Ace Racing Harry Kwan. 恭喜 Harry Kwan 获得了业余组别冠军。And now I'd like to invite the Managing Director of Porsche Motorsport Asia Pacific Limited, Mr. Alexander Gibor, to present the trophy to number winner. 我们有请保时捷亚太赛车运动董事总经理季伯安先生为冠军 Harry Kwan 颁发荣誉奖杯，恭喜他。Thank you, sir. 现在我们有请汇盛中国区代表陈希元先生为亚军颁发奖杯。 恭喜我们的亚军 Eric Kwon。接下来有请米其林亚太赛事总监马奔先生为季军颁发荣誉奖杯。再次恭喜吴嘉欣。我们有请各位颁奖嘉宾与我们的3位获奖的车手一起来同台合影留念一下。好的，恭喜，谢谢。我们有请3位获奖的车手单独站在我们的最高处，一起来合影留念。我们有请3位颁奖嘉宾来到台侧稍事休息一下，谢谢。好的，如果我们台上的3位车手准备好的话，现在就是属于你们的香槟时刻，请各位打开您脚下的香槟美酒，我们与场上的每一位来宾共同来分享此刻的喜悦。Congratulations again, and applause for all our winners on the stage. 谢谢，再次把掌声送给我们台上的3位车手，恭喜他们在我们第14回合正赛当中取得了非常不错的成绩，恭喜！谢谢谢谢，也请3位车手带着你们的奖杯，我们一起回到台下，和所有的好朋友一起来分享一下此刻的开心和快乐，恭喜你们！恭喜3位，那么接下来我们颁奖将继续为大家呈现，接下来为您呈现的是由 AximTrade 联合呈现的亚洲保时捷卡罗拉杯第14回合正赛 Pro M Class 绅士组别获奖的情况。那同样，这个奖项呢也是受到了我们现场很多朋友的关注。我们一起来看一下最终的前3名的车手是谁呢？我们再次有请各位颁奖嘉宾来到我们的舞台侧，一起来等候。So the third place for Pro M Class goes to Porsche Beijing Central and Golden Port Li Chao. Congratulations. 恭喜 And the second place goes to Absolute Racing 边野。恭喜。So now the winner for Pro M Class goes to Team Shanghai 永达包金龙。恭喜包金龙获得了我们第14回合绅士组别的冠军，恭喜。And now we'd like to invite the Managing Director of Porsche Motorsport Asia Pacific Limited, Mr. Alexander Gibor, to present the trophy for the winner. 再次有请保时捷亚太赛车运动董事总经理季伯安先生为冠军包金龙颁发奖杯。Thank you, sir. 接下来我们有请汇盛中国区代表陈希元先生为亚军颁发荣誉奖杯。OK， 恭喜。接下来我们有请米其林亚太赛事总监马奔先生为季军颁发奖杯，有请。谢谢。我们有请3位颁奖嘉宾与我们的3位获奖车手一起来同台合影留念一下。我们一起看一下前方摄影师的镜头。我们请3位颁奖嘉宾可以站在我们的 podium 上。And Alex, please stand on the podium, please, and take the photo together with all our winners. All right. 我们请各位颁奖嘉宾，我们一起和我们的3位获奖车手，我们靠近一些。是的。请我们的获奖车手举起你们的奖杯，也请我们现场的各位观众响起你们的掌声、欢呼声送给他们。All right, thank you. 谢谢，也请3位车手我们单独再一次合影留念一张，感谢我们3位颁奖嘉宾。All right， 好，准备好的话，接下来我们有请摄影师为他们3位单独合影留念一下。All right， 接下来我们香槟时刻，一起来和全场的嘉宾一起来见证属于他们的荣耀时刻，恭喜他们！那相信对于我们台上的我们的车手，此刻的心情可以说是非常的开心和激动。谢谢，再次恭喜我们绅士组别的前3名的车手，在我们14回合当中呢，获得了依然非常不错的成绩，恭喜！谢谢，再一次恭喜他们。那么接下来呢，依然为您带来的是我们最后一个组别，为您带来 Overall Class 专业组别的前3名的成绩宣布。那么其实我们今天可以看到，我们很多的车手，其实在我们的13回合已经提前1个回合拿到了我们 亚洲保时捷卡罗拉杯2021赛季的一个非常不错的一个成绩。那我们相信，我们接下来呢，我们14回合当中的比赛，也希望各位能够继续在上赛道我们带来亮眼的表现。我们再一次有请3位颁奖嘉宾来到我们的台上。And we'd like to invite all the presenters. Now please come to the stage. All right, so now the third place for overall class goes to Team Star Chase 愉快，恭喜！ 恭喜愉快获得专业组别的第3名的成绩。And now the second place goes to Porsche Holding 崔越，恭喜崔越。All right, ladies and gentlemen, the winner for overall class goes to BD Group 刘烨，恭喜。 同样，我们再次有请保时捷亚太赛车运动董事总经理季伯安先生为冠军6颁发荣誉奖杯。And we'd like to invite Alex to present the trophy for the winner Liu. Congratulations. 接下来，我们有请保时捷亚太赛车运动董事总经理季伯安先生继续。 在我们的舞台上呢，其实我们还有一位非常特别的获奖人，他是获得本次经销商奖杯的获奖人，依然是来自我们的 BD Group， 再次恭喜他。接下来呢，我们有请汇盛中国区代表陈希元先生为亚军崔越颁发荣誉奖杯，恭喜。最后，我们有请米其林亚太赛事总监马奔先生为季军颁发奖杯。 好的，恭喜我们专业组前3的各位车手。我们有请所有的获奖嘉宾，我们一起往我们的领奖台上一起来站上去，好吗？请各位嘉宾，我们一起来凑近一些。好，让我们一起来看向前方摄影师的镜头，恭喜。 好，谢谢，再次恭喜他们。我们有请我们专业组的前3位车手，我们留下单独合影留念一下。再次感谢我们的3位颁奖嘉宾，也再一次恭喜获得经销商奖杯的获奖者，来自 BD Group， 恭喜。那我们也再次恭喜Liu，在我们上午的13回合以及下午的14回合当中呢，连续斩获了我们该组别的第1名，恭喜。那接下来也是属于3位的香槟时刻，请3位打开您手中的香槟。 再次掌声恭喜他们，谢谢。谢谢，恭喜他们。谢谢，也有请我们3位带着属于他们的荣耀的奖杯。可以看到我们台上的3位此刻的心情依然是非常的开心。谢谢，那也希望我们各位的车手在我们明天为您带来。